Tony was coming out of the lab late in the evening, not really expecting much but to make his evening coffee and maybe work on some more to the late ungodly hours of the night. Or morning, whatever Pepper says. He turned the corner to see the window was wide open, along with it being so cold that his body started to shake. Okay, who the hell left the window open? I swear to God if it was fucking Clint. I will. Friday cuts him off. No, sir, it was Peter who left it open about 2 minutes ago. She stated rather calmly, of course. She's an AI. Peter? Why would Peter be here? It's a school night. He closed the window. It appears his temperature is very low and is currently in hibernation mode. He appeared to be able to make it to the corner heater over in the hall before passing out, she said, and Tony all but bolted down the hall. And yep, right there was his little spiderling, sleeping like the world was no longer in existence. But then again, of course. Why didn't you tell me? Wait, hibernation, he can do that? He kneeled down and cupped at his kid's face, and goddamn was it so cold. He was breathing, but his pulse was slow. Peter had blocked Karen from telling of his conditions, so you wouldn't worry. He rolled his eyes while having a heart attack. Of course he did. Of course he fucking did. Why are you like this, Ruse? He groaned loudly. He picked him up, wrapping him in a blanket from the hall closet as he did so, and went to Peter's room down the hall. If he remembered right, he just needed to warm him up. Hopefully the kid would wake up afterwards, and he will be okay, right? He changed Peter out of his wet clothes from the snow and into some warm PJs along with his university hoodie. Only his kid could wear it. Plus this was an emergency. He grabbed all of the blankets and a hot water bottle, setting up. He got in bed, resting on the headboard. He smoothed his hands through Peter's hair while laying the hot water bottle on his cheek. Soon Peter was moving. Slowly, but still moving. Mr. Stark? He whimpered out and whined. Yeah, kid, it's me. Shh, baby, don't move. It's gonna hurt. You're warming up, so you're gonna feel some pain. He smoothed his hair over more. I don't feel good. I know, sweetheart, but I promise I'll make it better, okay? But I'm so gonna ground you for this. Peter stuttered out. Oh boy, he's in trouble. Uh-oh. Yeah, uh-oh, Peter. I put those alerts in for you for a reason. Your spider powers can hurt you too, just as much as help you. You could have passed out while out there and died or have gotten hurt while helping someone. Tony held onto Peter's hand as he rubbed a thumb over it. Peter felt guilty. He didn't mean for this to happen. You have to let me know about everything. I had no idea you couldn't get warm like spiders do, and let alone hibernate. He raised his voice at the last part. He was still in shock over that. His heart was still beating fast. Well, at least the reactor was there to help his heart not pop out of his chest. I'm so sorry, Mr. Stark, really. I just want to prove to you that I can do this. I don't want you to take the suit away again. He teared up, a little rubbing his nose, so that's what he was worried about. Tony had always wondered if he worried about that. Peter, the only reason I take it away is if something like this happened. I do it for your safety, and yes, to punish you if I have to, but that doesn't mean you have to hide things like this from me. And you always make me proud of you. So proud, kid. He kissed the top of his head while hugging Peter close. He was still so cold. I love you so much, kid. You may not be mine biologically, but dang it, you are my kid. So don't give your old man a heart attack. Peter cried a bit and hugged back best he could. I'm so sorry. I promise no more hiding stuff, especially spider powers. I love you too, Dad. He smiled softly, but teared up. Thank you for loving me. Thank you for caring. He rested his head on the crook of his neck. No need to thank me, Underoos. That's what dads are for, right? He rubbed his back. You're the best superhero, Peter. You don't have to prove anything to me about it. You're my hero, kid. Peter beamed up and cried more. You're supposed to be happy, Ruse, not sad. He laughed. I am happy, like really happy. I never thought my hero would say that. Tony rolled his eyes while giving him another kiss on the head. What am I gonna do with you? But thanks for seeing me as a hero, kid. He rocked them while trying to keep a steady hand on Peter. Peter was starting to warm up more. Thank goodness for that. Well, in the morning, I'm going to fix everything you did to Karen. No buts, Ruse. Peter let out a giggle. Okay, Dad, he said, shaking his head. I think it's safe to say you were out of the woods under Ruse. But how about we watch Star Wars again for the millionth time? Peter popped his head out more. So cute. He looked like a turtle coming out of a shell. Yes, please. He tried to move, but all the blankets made it hard for him to. I got it, kid. You shouldn't be walking anyways. He lifted Peter up and walked over to the couch and placed him down while telling Friday to turn on Star Wars. Peter, halfway through the movie, started to lean more on Tony. Tony laid the kid's head down on his lap and started to pet his head. He felt more warm than he did before. Friday gave the all clear. Good, now his heart can slow down to a more relaxed pace and keep him safe in his arms. Good night, Dad, Peter said as he fell asleep into a peaceful sleep. Good night, Peter. He smiled and soon fell asleep right after. In the morning, all the heroes saw this and cooed while Black Widow smiled along with Steve. While Clint took pictures, Tony would not be happy if his kid got woken up, but luckily they kept quiet enough for the two to sleep for a little while longer.